Hey explorers, it's me, Miss Danielson, your art teacher. And we are here for another week of learning. This is a fun one. It's really a busy one, like busy to the point where you can't expect to sit the whole time because I'm going to require that you get up and move a little bit today. But let's start with our normal every week. We repeat after me. You're doing it right. And this was my goal from last year, 2020. And I said, we're going to start doing this at the beginning of each art class. And we've done pretty well. So even if you're saying it silently in your head, please do it. It gets us into a positive mind frame so that we're ready to learn. And here we go. I am an artist. I am a creator of ideas and a solver of problems. Sometimes the problems are on my paper. Sometimes they're with my neighbor. Sometimes they're inside of myself. But I know I can solve problems because mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow. And I am proud to be an artist. I'm proud of you. All right, what are we doing today? Color, color, color. But weirdly enough, you're not going to be making art the way you're typically used to making art with me. What do you need as far as materials? I'm not going to tell you everything, but you might want a whiteboard or some kind of a scratch piece of paper just to kind of write some tally marks. So we're keeping track of some things today. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. We're not actually creating any drawings or paintings or anything, but we are going to work on color. I'm even wearing my color shirt for you today. And like I told you earlier, you're going to get up and move around. If you have a brother, a sister, a cousin, a neighbor, if you're at daycare and you're with other kids that go to Endeavor, you might want to team up, partner up on this because all of Endeavor is doing this lesson this week. It's a really important one that we all need to know, whether we're in second grade, third, fourth, fifth. We need to know this information. So feel free if you have art on Tuesday and you're watching this and your cousin that is right next to you has art on Thursday. If you want to find time, not during another specialist, maybe you could do this activity together. So let's get busy because it's a long one and I keep going over 35 minutes when I'm recording this. So hopefully I can make this one quicker. Okay, first easy thing we're going to do, here's your challenge. In 1 minute, I want you to look around your space, whether your space is at home or at daycare, or maybe you're at someone else's home today because you're needing, I don't know why, but maybe you're somewhere else. So, how many things can you see in 1 minute that are your favorite color? So, I know I'm looking for green. There's a green, weird little sculpture thing that I have just right here in front of me. But I also have a lot of other green things that I can see. So I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. This might be where you grab that whiteboard and you just tally. So I've already seen one thing. I just make a little mark. Boom. And that's how I keep track. Okay? So I'm going to start the timer. The timer has music, but I don't think you can hear it. I don't know why you can't hear it when I'm recording the video. So if you see me dancing, it's because it has music. All right, favorite color. How many things can you find in 1 minute? On your marker, set, go. Oh, if you want to leave your space and go to a different room, you're welcome to do that. Okay, marker, set, go. Okay, I'm just here to see what I can see. Time's up. You just saw one more plant, so I gotta mark that down. Whoa, whoa. That's just the green things in this one room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 52. 52 green things. Now, I'm going to say some of them are as simple as like I have a jar of pencils, but I counted each pencil. Oops, you can't see it. There you go, because the top is green. So I got like 10 just from there. But that's a lot. That's a lot of green things. Oh, I see 2 more things that I forgot to count. Okay, that was your warm up. I figured it would be fun to look for your favorite color. Now we're going to get into more of the science of color, the theory of color. So now it's more art related, and I have chosen red, yellow, blue as a group for you to find, to do a little scavenger hunt. Maybe you've already picked red things because that's your favorite color. You're still going to do it. I suppose you could count what you've already done. But if you want to leave the space and go to a different room, you can. I'm probably going to go to a different room. So red, yellow, blue. And if you're wondering why'd she pick red, yellow, blue for favorite color is green, giving you a second to think. Red, yellow, blue. Art. If you've guessed primary colors, you're right. So red, yellow, blue are our basic colors from art. They are what all other colors are made from. And we have a special name for them called primary. Say that word, primary. So this time you're looking for red, yellow, blue. I could have erased, but I'm kind of trying to be speedy today. Red, yellow, blue. My pen is going to run out, so I'm going to switch pens before I hit the timer. Switch to another one. You're looking for red, yellow, blue in your space. Your space is in another room. Just listen. I can hear the timer, so I'll yell out when it's time, okay? It's going. Red, yellow, blue, primary colors. That's the time. Almost done. Oh, the cat thinks I'm talking to her. Time's up, everybody. Time's up. That was interesting. Very little yellow, which is weird because this room has a lot of yellow. Um, I found 12 reds, 6 yellows, and 16 blues. That didn't surprise me. Most of my blues are turquoise, though. I will say that. All right, next search. So again, another group. Orange, green, purple. Those are called, do you know? Secondary colors. Secondary colors. And I put those together in a group for a reason, because they are all secondary colors. Now, I tend to say them in that order, orange, green, purple. You don't have to. You can say green, purple, orange. So the order is not as important as it is just knowing that they're called secondary colors. So say that word, secondary. Awesome. All right, one more minute. Get up and move, everybody. You guys have been zooming all morning. On your mark, get set. Look for orange, green, purple, go. There it goes. Come on, Frida, help me find them. Orange, green, purple. Orange, orange, green, purple. Time's up, everybody. Okay, how'd you do on your orange, green, purple? Hey, I left the room, so instead of 52 or whatever, 15 green, 8 orange, 3 purple. Surprised on the purple. I don't have as much as I thought I did. All right, what's coming next? Not another search. Now we're going to get into some of the reasons why I had you looking for primaries, looking for secondaries, and talking about the relationships between those. So a color wheel, as you can see here, it's spinning. They don't always spin. Sometimes they're just still. And with a color wheel, you're going to have relationships between the colors. The relationships between the colors depend on where they're located on the wheel. And it's hard to tell because this thing is spinning, because I thought it was cute. But if it was still, you might. If it was still, you might notice that it looks similar to something that we know already, which is a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Well, that was hard because it was spinning around. That's the order of a rainbow, but that's also the order of the color wheel. And those colors are placed on purpose. And it has to do with the primaries and the secondaries and mixing. Now, I get that I probably have more bright colored crazy things, like cat toy, than the average person. I think that's probably because I'm an art teacher, that I have colorful things all around me. But we still need to know this information because sometimes you want to make a color, or sometimes you want to know which colors go well together. So the color wheel will actually explain all of that to us. Is it going to talk to us? No, but you can actually read it. There's no words, but you can read it. So let me explain. The color wheel always kind of looks like a pizza or a pie, and it's cut up into triangles within the circle. Again, they don't have to turn. I found all these cute ones that turn, so I used them. The primary colors sit very specifically where the points point at each other, but they're not typically next to each other unless you have a 3-color color wheel, which nobody ever does that. It's always 6 colors or 12 colors or more. If you are just looking at the primary colors, my head is hiding the blue down here. There we go. If you're just looking at the primaries, you're usually going to see it like this. Yellow, space, blue, space, red, space. Now, red could be at the top, red could be at the bottom, blue could be at the top, blue could be on the side. Doesn't really matter because remember, it's a wheel, so it's a circle and it could turn. The spaces are set up so that you can add more colors. What colors? The colors that they make when there are 2 primaries mixed. So let's talk smoothies, shall we? Let's say you have a bunch of strawberries, you have a bunch of blueberries, and you're going to make a smoothie. Red plus blue, mix them together. What color is your smoothie? If you said purple, you are correct. So 2 primaries mixed together make a secondary. Let's see. There they are. Our secondary colors are purple, orange, and green. We know because we just ran around the house looking for them. Where they're placed on the color wheel is really important. Orange, green, and blue. Now I'm messing up. Orange, green, and purple won't be touching each other either. There's always going to be a primary in between them or more. I'll talk about the or more in a sec. So here's an orange glue stick. It's next to red. It's next to yellow. It's not going to be next to purple, blue, or green, and there's a reason. Orange is made up of red and yellow. So it always is going to sit next to the colors that make it. Green will never be next to red because they're not mixed. They're not made like from each other. Green is made from yellow and blue, and that's where it's sitting. So here's our purple smoothie, strawberries, blueberries. Voila, it's delicious and it's connected to the color wheel. All right, is it making sense? Let's look at this color wheel. Whoa, there are 12 colors on this color wheel. So 3 primaries, 3 secondaries, and now we've added something called intermediates. Let me get my head out of the way. All right, you know that's colors. Okay. So intermediates are when you have something, a color that's green, but it's not just green. Let's go up here on these like paint smeared. So maybe we're talking about this green, which I love. It's like Seahawks green or lime green. It's yellow green. So it's got extra yellow before it gets to green. It's in between. So if you look at the spinning color wheel over here, you're going to have 3 greens. Is that right? Yeah, but that one green looks kind of like teal. Well, that happens also. So if you're taking the green and you're going toward blue, look at that in between. That's where you get your blue-green, or teal is what I just called it. The same thing is going to happen with purple. You're going to have straight up purple. You're going to have some red purple, blue purple. Some people call that violet. And then you're going to just have regular purple. So intermediates are the secondary colors with a little extra primary mixed in there that pushes it one way or the other. Is that making sense? Whoopsie. Let's see. Let's look at, well, let me go back one sec. Well, I don't know if I can go back. We'll just look at my books here. Last week I was a little bit restless, not really bored, but kind of restless. So I decided I would take my bookshelf, which is behind me, although it's really dark back there, and I decided I would put them in color wheel order. So starting off with the red, and then I go all the way to the oranges. Here's the orange book I have, but look at that, there's kind of a red orange in there. And then I go to yellows, yellow green, right there, green. I don't really have any turquoise books. And then all the way through the purples, and then I put my black books up there too, even though black is not on the color wheel. Or here's another example of a color wheel. This clock hanging on the wall behind me, right? Oh, I can never do this. Right there, boom. I bought that clock for our classroom, the art room. It never made it. It's here. It's cute. It still feels like it's kind of part of the art classroom because it's in my office. But that's an amazing color wheel because there are so many. I've never counted. There are so many colors. There's more than intermediates. And every time it changes, it's adding slightly a little bit more primary color into the secondary or intermediate before it gets to the next group. That making sense? If not, we got more examples. This, if you remember, this is from our classroom at Endeavor, 7th graders. You haven't seen this yet, but it's one of my favorite things in the class. It's sitting up high on a cupboard in the way back of the room. It's a bunch of random stuff that I've had for years and years and years. I mean, like, seriously, my toys from when I was your age or younger. Um, and then other stuff that I've just like spray painted. And I created a color wheel order right here. So you can see all the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and it goes across. And then if we just think about nature, we'll go back to our rainbows again. Anytime you're trying to remember your color wheel order, just think about rainbows because they are in color wheel order. All right, what's the next activity today? You are going to build your own color wheel. This is going to be fun. And sometimes we do this with paint, sometimes we do it with markers, but today you're going to do it with random stuff. So I had you running around the house like a chicken with your head cut off for a reason. You're going to now grab those possibly things that you found and create a color wheel with random objects. What? Yep, it's going to be fun. But before we get going, pinky promise, I promise that whatever I get out, I will put away. I will not leave a mess for anyone else to clean up. Okay? So if you go out and you grab all the plastic spoons, put them away when you're done. I don't want any emails from your adults in your life going, hey, why did my kid get every can of soup out of the cupboard and not put it away? Don't eat the soup. All right, so easy answer might be art supplies, crayons or markers or something. If you have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, lay them out and put them in a color wheel order. But you can also grab random stuff. Like this, I think is like pieces of plastic. I don't know. But what if you just went to the recycling bin and grabbed out paper that was other colors? And you could just tear off little corners of your like pieces of paper. Like maybe I need some yellow and I happen to have a little sticky note. There's my yellow right there. It could be that easy. So this does not have to be fancy. Although I would love to see photographs. We'll talk about that in a sec. Here's some more examples. Totally could be random. I mean, seriously. Plastic corn with a Matchbox car and a Kit Kat. Over here with a, what is that? A Smurf? No, I don't know what that blue thing is. So you can grab anything, probably not too big. Like I have a green couch. I'm probably not going to try to like make my color wheel out of my green couch. So something kind of small, something that would sit in the palm of your hand. All right. In fact, I have my example. I'll show you right here. Oh, can you see that? Yes, you can. There it is. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. There's a sock over there and a pair of scissors. And it doesn't have to go in that order. I could have gone blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green. But I always start with red. I think because of the like remembering the rainbow order, it just makes sense for me. All right, so that's your plan for the day. And this might be like the reason, remember how I said you might want to partner up with somebody? It might make it easy or fun. Or maybe you want to compete. I don't know. Maybe your brother's like, I'm going to make a better color wheel than you. And you're like, no, eat my blue. I don't know. So that could be something that you might want to do. If you're taking and putting it together and taking a photo, and you've never done that before, you're going to keep watching. If you have done it, Judah Gomez, I'm looking at you, who sends me 727 pictures. If you know how to do that, lots of you do. Thank you. In the Google Classroom, remember that my artwork slideshow? Then I'm going to have you stop watching in just a second and go off and do your thing. Okay. So let me just review really quickly. You're going to make your own color wheel with random things. I would love it if it was more than 6 colors. Like, look at this. They found yellow green. They found blue green. This is beautiful. Is that just Legos? That's awesome. This one's like Matchbox cars. Some of you have collections of things. This would be the time to use them. Look, breakfast food. Who knew you can get breakfast food? All those things. Or you can just be completely random like I was. Look, there's tape with a heart and a banana. That banana looks kind of green, doesn't it? Don't eat it. Okay, so if you have everything, you've got it, you know how to take the photo, awesome. You can stop right now and go have fun. But if you don't know how to take the photo, I'm going to click back and remind you, okay? So in Google Classroom, in fact, let me X out of here. Oops, don't X that. That would have turned the whole video off. In Google Classroom, you have your art. So if you're in 4th grade, you're looking for 4th grade art. I'm going to grab 3rd grade. Look how many Google Classrooms I have. You don't have that many. All right, here we go. I'm in 3rd grade art. This is typically how many of you open. You just go to the stream and then you click on the assignment because you can see that I post it. It's not there yet because I'm making it right now. But I want you to go up to classwork. Click on classwork. This is actually where I prefer that you look at Google Classroom every week because it's much more organized. The stream gets kind of messy. I don't know. I just don't think it looks as nice. So Google Classroom, then classwork tab at the top. Right up there, you're going to see my artwork. It's going to say 3rd grade, 4th grade, 2nd grade, 5th grade, whatever grade you're in. This one says 3rd because I opened that. Click open that. So you shouldn't have the create button, but at the very top, you'll have this. You've already clicked on the one that's right here. Not yet, but it will be. That's this video. So then click on here. That's going to open up this Google slide. That Google slide, I think we made it, oh my gosh, when do we make these? Like in October or something? And that's where you were supposed to take a photo of your favorite art and then learn how to insert it here. So I've already done this once. That's not a good picture. Hopefully I can make a better one. Okay, so how do you do it? Let's go back to the directions here. We did this. Go to Art Google Classroom, Classwork tab, open my artwork, insert image camera. I will leave this slide in the slideshow so you can see it. Insert image camera. Okay, let's go back. Where's insert? Is it there? It says insert. Is that what I click that button? No. Okay. Insert right up here. These are tools, the toolbar of slides. So this is, I know this is like, you might know this stuff. If you don't, this is important. If you already know it, cool. Insert. What was next? Insert image. Click down. There's image and then camera. And sometimes I get confused and I grab photos, but that's only the photos I've already taken. So I need a new photo, camera. Hello. As soon as we click that, it activates our camera in our Chromebook. I'm on a PC today, but same thing. The yellow button is like your button to push to take the picture. So I could take it and have a selfie, but that's not the assignment. The assignment is to create our color wheel and then take a picture and stick it into slides so that you can share with me. And then maybe I share on the Endeavor Instagram page. Who knows? So how do we do it? This gets a little weird. If I had my Chromebook, which I should have, I would probably take the lid thing and flip it back and use it that way and be able to see what I'm doing. I grabbed the PC instead, so this is going to be a little confusing, which is why the other picture was so blurry. All right, so I'm going to position it. Oh, that was tricky. I had to almost fell on my face. All right, so I'm using my elbow on the table. I could have tried putting this on the floor. Oh, why don't I just angle that? Boy, that's easier. Okay. Then I want to get, oh, I did it already. Put the little finger on the camera button, hold it steady, click, and there's my photo. Now, I wish that photo was a little more clear, but let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to hit insert. If I mess up, I can always do it again. Oh, actually, that's better. Do you think that's better than the one I took this morning? Yes, I do. I think better lighting. If you want to crop, I'm not going to do a full lesson on that, but if you're watching me right now, you can see what I just did. I went up to the little, I don't know, it's the crop button. What does it look like? It's like the corner in the corner. And I then grabbed, let me do it again right here, crop image. See how it highlights and makes little corners? I always crop into the corner and push it down diagonally. I feel like you get more of an even crop. But now I unclicked because I want to make the picture bigger. So crop is when it's like little black L's in the corners, and then size is the little blue squares. So that's pretty good. You don't have to have two. In fact, I'm going to delete that one. You only have to have one. And maybe you've already done a lot of art projects and taken pictures and sent them to me. So maybe you're looking at slide number 4 instead of slide number 2. And maybe you're in 4th grade and this is new. If you're in 4th grade and this is brand new to you, you're going to see a message and I cannot get rid of it. So you can delete it. It says like, sorry, 4th graders, I messed up. Hold on a second. Don't hold on. Like that message is from October. Just delete it and then add your picture. I can't figure out how to get rid of it. So that's that. It's already in there. If I close this, it's already in there. And then you're probably going to go back to Google Classroom. I think you'll have a turn-in button. I don't have it because I'm the grown-up and the teacher. I think you have a turn-in. Look at that. There's 12 things turned in from 3rd grade. I better get in there in Google Classroom and figure out what they are. So you hit the turn-in button. Then you can X out. You can stop watching this video because you've already made your color wheel. So that's it. Okay, I hope you guys have so much fun today. Making color wheels out of random things. Remember, if you forget the order, rainbow order, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, which then circles back to red, right? Because it's not really a rainbow, it's a full circle. It's a wheel. Thus, the reason they call it color wheel. All right, explorers, you're awesome. I cannot wait to see some of these. And that's it. More color next week, but something different. All right, take care.